we have Andre the Giant and the Rock starting out this match. We have the Rock and Sock Connection and Mega Bucks facing off against each other in this part of the Tag Team Turmoil Tournament. The winner of this match will have to go on and face Tons of Funk, Tensai, and the Funkasaurus Rex, Brodus Clay. As you see, The Rock with a side suplex onto the Giant, Andre the Giant. That's absolutely amazing. The strength capacity of The Rock is absolutely devastating. Trying to twist that knee now of Andre the Giant. You see Andre now walking around this ring trying to get a sort of a better foothold against The Rock. Rock having his good friend Mick Foley in the corner here as part of the Rock and Sock Connection. Chop block down to the big man, sending him down to the mat. Rock with a couple of stomps. As you see Andre the Giant getting back up, but not just in time for a huge DDT from The Rock, jumping around the body, using his superior speed against Andre the Giant. Now he's going to go for a huge suplex, but Andre the Giant countering with a suplex of his own. It would have been absolutely amazing for Mr. Rock to do that huge suplex, but that huge shove by Andre the Giant. As both men go for a tag, Mick Foley actually getting distracted and walking over towards the ref. And we see a black suited Mr. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, make his way to the ring. And Rock now finally making a tag to Mick Foley. As Mick Foley gets attacked by the $1 Million Man. You could not get two more opposite ends of the spectrum. More high class versus low class. But Mick Foley is a very big fan favorite as he gets almost suplexed, but into a nice neck breaker. Picking up Ted DiBiase now is Mick Foley. Mick Foley getting raked to the eyes by Mr. DiBiase. DiBiase getting shot to the face. Nice move once again, sending him down to the mat. Is Mick Foley. Mick Foley gonna tag in Rock once again. Now Rock and Mick Foley tag together once when The Rock challenged then tag team champions The Giant and Undertaker to a tag team title match when he did not have a tag team partner. Mick Foley offered his services and the two ended up winning the tag team titles that night and went on to face off against the two-man power trip, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. As we now get Mick Foley getting tagged in. Nice atomic drop by Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase had purchased the contract of Andre the Giant from the Heenan family in order to get a nice shot at the WWE Championship. As you get a nice bear hug by Mick Foley to Ted DiBiase. Rock trying to interrupt Andre the Giant, but we get a countered DDT by DiBiase. DiBiase able to get a few shots onto Mick Foley. Rock and Andre both getting out of the ring now. Huge bulldog busting open the head of DiBiase. He's going for the pin now. 1, 2, 3. Almost. DiBiase able to kick out, even though he just got his head busted open by Mick Foley. Now he's going to try and rub his boot into the face of Foley, trying to bust open the head of Foley as well. Foley has been very accustomed to bleeding from his forehead and many other parts of his body throughout his hardcore career. As we see now, Foley getting sent back into the middle of the ring by DiBiase. Andre the Legal Man for the Mega Bucks. Mega Bucks had a stint against the Mega Powers, who we saw earlier in the tournament lose to Edge and Christian in the preliminary round. As you see, that boot scrape against the face of Mick Foley now gets picked up. And now a scoop and a slam, sending Mick Foley down all the way up for the huge height of Andre the Giant. Andre now picking him up with both hands around the foot. Mick Foley with a small package roll up against the Giant. 1. But the Giant able to kick out of that. Nice running DDT. now by Mick Foley. Will he go for a pin once again? No, he's actually calling for Socko. He's calling for the sock of the Rock and Sock connection. Rock, part of that connection. As we get now a submission maneuver on Andre the Giant. That sock in the mouth of Andre. Trying to suffocate and choke Andre out. As Rock takes out Dibiase on the outside. Andre must be passing out here. It looks as if Mick Foley let go of that submission maneuver. As we get Andre now able to get it back up, even though being suffocated by that giant sock in the throat by Mick Foley. Mick Foley able to counter into a nice elbow to the lower back of Andre the Giant. Mick Foley gonna run and tag in the Rock, it seems. Yes, Rock, now you're a legal man. Andre gonna fight the Rock. Two giant stars. As we get Rock lifting up into a nice Samoan drop, sending him down onto the mat. You see the bloodied hand as the Rock punched Dibiase. Only a 2 count as Andre the Giant was able to kick out. Rock sending Andre into the corner here. Gonna put Andre up on the top rope. Something you would never really see. Arm drag takedown all the way from the top rope. Gonna go for a pin here once again onto Andre. 1, 2, 3. Ted DiBiase not interrupt the Rock and Sock connection. Move on.